Yes guys, welcome from me, Championship Manager 0102, the predictions fantasy game, part 5. Okay, so I've literally just finished doing the last holiday in of season 9. So I'm not really clued up on who is what at the minute. So we're in for a little treat here on this hot summer's day. It's going to be a fucking scorcher. That's enough about the weather. Right, so we're at the end of season 9, so what are we all 25 years of age? We should all really be starting to peak now. I left it in holiday mode, and I finished off the last 6 months in the last hour or so as I went out. So we're just at the World Cup of 2030, as you can see in the top left hand corner there. Okay, ready for this? Are we ready? We're going to go in order of value. Ready? Go. Okay, Peter is our highest valued player at the moment, £15.5 million, so 25 years of age, 20 goals for Australia in 37 caps, and he is still banging them in at Porto. Really looks absolutely, he's had some cracking seasons, hasn't he? Credit where it's due. Now, I stand corrected here, it's Eben. I'm not calling you Eben. Eben, I can't remember where we were at last time, but he's still at, he's still in America, Los Angeles FC, but, you know, he's got value. I mean, look at his value, £15 million. United. Now, hang on a minute, I need to just check something. Yeah, so when I leave it in holiday mode, right, I can't stop him going for teams, and they took over my predictions character as a manager. Bloody got a job in Belgium. That's why that's there. So you're not wanted, Eben. So don't get carried away. So Eben looking good indeed. Third, Tobias. He made his big move over to AC Milan. Big move for Tobias. 6 caps for Sweden. I think he'd have hoped to have done more by now, but nevertheless. Dave, the 4th highest valued player at £9.5 million, has personal problems. Why am I not surprised to see that? Wants first team football, wants to be transfer listed. Oh my God, he only went there this season. Shitting hell, he went there this season on a Bosman from Nice, and he's unhappy already. He's like your modern day Anelka of the ODB of CM. He's a pain in the fucking arse, and ironically, he speaks French. Okay, Adam Bush. Now, we spoke about Adam Bush, didn't we? About him being very prolific, but not being given a chance at Man United. So, still plying his trade in America. Okay. Sam Wheatley, LAFC as well. Look at that, decisions. 8.75. Yeah, he's been there all his life. Now, that's a loyal guy there. Sam Wheatley, a loyal guy. Padre keeps it in Italy, so he now moves to Lazio. But there you can see, Padrag, this has been a real breakthrough season for him, because you can see he's had 22 games this season. Lazio in the top flight of Italy. Decisions is, I mean, look, he's got some really good figure, and he deserves to have such a high value. And 11 caps for the Republic of Ireland. Ian Williams, the heading has gone up a little bit more, 33 now. Bristol City, look at that, what a season he has had. Bristol City are in the Championship. They're not going to be in the Premier League though, but what a great season he has had. Go back to a minute. He's had an absolute great season after his move from Middlesbrough, but this is by far, from his games perspective, it's been his most successful season. 27 goals, 6 assists. He's like a giant striker, isn't he? You know, jumping 18, heading 33. What a player. On to the next one. Michael Page, transfer made, arranged. So he's leaving Forest. It's not had a bad season, to be fair. 9 assists, 4 goals, 45 starts. Let's have a look where he's going. He's leaving Forest for Everton. Oh dear. I say oh dear because Mike is a big Liverpool fan. So going to Everton he'll be disgusted with. So Michael Page will be getting a big move to Everton, and that could be absolutely massive for him. Liam McShane, Cardiff City. So he was at Newcastle last time, so he's not had a great... I mean, he scored some goals at Cardiff, to be fair. 22 goals. Didn't have a great season. That is where we're at with Liam. Morten, still not broken into the Norway seniors yet. And still looks good attribute-wise. But his move to Union, really, he looks good, but I don't think he's good enough. Pace is not really there for someone in that position. On to page 2 then. Thomas Tunnicliffe, £5.25 million. Slumming it. Oh, he's in the Premier League. I was going to say slumming it in the lower leagues for Wrexham, but there you see, Wrexham were in the Premier League. So, I hold my hands up there. Thomas Tunnicliffe, he's a star man actually. Do you know what? I never thought about looking at this, but Thomas Tunnicliffe is a star man over at Wrexham. His figures would suggest otherwise, but yeah, good on you, good on you. On to the next person then, Matt Tierney. We spoke about him. He is a Hammers boy, £4 million. He's had a good season. He's had 14 games. You know, we said, didn't we? The modern day Steven Gerrard. Matt, you're almost there. Daniel Osborne doesn't look brilliant, but he's not had a bad season. 39 starts, 14 goals. Just checking something, ironically. He's never come on as a substitute. Can you believe that? So yeah, I don't know. He's not been brilliant, Daniel. He's still got a bit of potential though, no doubt about that. Adam Rowland is, that's got to be French, isn't they? I've never even heard of him, but yeah. So Adam Rowland, well, Adam, what can I say, Adam? You're on 14 grand a week. Fucking start earning your money. Okay, Shane Couzens. I mean, in all fairness, right, Shane Couzens looks a real fucking machine. With his decisions and anticipation, he's your perfect defender. I mean, he'd be the ideal captain, because he's got the influence as well. Tackling's very good, positioning's very good, marking's very good. And it's like, I don't know, he hasn't really, I mean, since he come to one of the top nations, he's struggled at Cardiff. I would like to see Shane get another move. Chris Henson, Nashville, still in America. Stay across the pond then, Chris, is what I say. Ross Horn, look at that, a long shot for a defensive midfielder, which we mentioned, that he is moving to West Ham. Ross Horn is coming back to the Premier League. No, they're not in the Premier League, they're in the Championship, but he's coming back to one of the major leagues, we'll call it. So, welcome back, Ross Horn. Paul Adams, you don't look great. Creativity, you've not played a game all season. Look at that, Paul, you're a fucking disgrace. Since you moved to Brighton, there you see, what is that, 6 years ago? Oh my days. Look at his, oh my god, we will have to look at that afterwards, won't we? 85 grand a week, he's not needed by the club. I think he is inevitably going to be leaving. Jamie Baxter, looking really strong, but just can't break in at Wolves. He was unhappy, weren't he, last time we saw. Jamie, you let me down. Pete Rudd, decisions is there, anticipation is there, looks good. He's just recently had a move to Cardiff, but he's just not really stepped to that next level. But he is moving to Southampton. He is moving back to the top flight. Well done, Pete Rudd. Daz Jones, look at that creativity. That is insane, but he's not had the season he wanted, has he? Well, he hasn't this season. Last season wasn't too bad. He registered 10 assists, 7-17, but Daz Jones, what else can he do? He needs another move, I think. We've all got moves in us. On to the next one then. Daniel Young, loan listed. Look at that, decisions. Columbus. Yeah, he didn't really crack it in Wolves. And in America, not really playable, so very difficult. Michael Chambers. Now, if I didn't know better, I'd swear that my fucking heading has gone down. I've got a 26. Okay, that's fucking shocking. Okay, so had a hatful of games this season, but it's going to count for fuck all, really. Look at that. I moved to Leyton Orient. How fucking shit am I? Okay, Steve Harl, mate, you're getting shitter and shitter. There was so much promise in you. There really was. Lee Silvester. Oh, look, shock. Lee's still at Derby. Lee's on 19, still on the same. Oh, yeah, look at that. I mean, have you ever known anything like that? Fucking lazy bastard. William Anderson. Anderson still a good header of the ball. Striker. He's had a hatful of games for Granada, but last season, really, Salamanca had a great loan spell. but still needs some work. Philippe has still not broken into the Brazil seniors. That would be quite a feat, though, to be fair, if he did manage to do that. He's playing in Brazil, so he's must have moved there. I don't think he went to Brazil, was he? Yeah, he's moved to Brazil from Porto. Going to be a tough old challenge for Philippe now. On to the next one, Chris Thomas. He's at Wigan, but he is moving, as you may have spotted that. He is moving to Hearts. Chris Thomas is going to Scotland. Michael Humphrey, still at Millwall. Not a good season at all for Mick, and it doesn't look like it's going to change. On to the next one, Mark Bonney. He's listed by request. He's at Cardiff City after a move from Blackburn, but he's not looking good. On to John Davies. Not broken to the Welsh seniors yet. Not likely to whilst he's playing with Lee Silvester at Derby. But at least he's getting games at Derby. 49 games, albeit 61 conceded. So he didn't come far from. Yeah, he had a good season in the sense that he got a lot of game time. Well done. Panos is still in Romania. He's still there, but he's not broken to the Greek national squad yet. Stu Murtha is still at Rotherham and still scaring the shit out of people's daughters. Not a bad season for Stu, to be honest with you. I mean, he's read 17 assists, is quite a good return on 41 appearances. 1 goal, 3 man at 7-0. Stu deserves another move. You know, he's been very loyal. He deserves a move. You heard it here first. On to Carl Rhodes, who has got a transfer set up. He's at Columbus and he's moving to Derby County. Fucking hell, Carl. Why would you do that? Why would you do that to yourself, Carl? But, you know, he's got some good attributes. Okay, on to the next one. Jeff Cowell. Jeff is at Kilmarnock. Jeff, we didn't even know you'd gone there, did we? So Jeff was finding game time quite hard at West Ham, and he's had a few games, certainly at Kilmarnock. Hasn't done brilliant, but he's getting games. He's getting games, and surely that's all that counts. Or in some people's case, like Lee Silvester, it's about money. On to John McGrath. John McGrath is at Mansfield. Free transfer from Union. Mansfield, are they play? Yeah, they're in the League One. So, yeah, John, you need to do something there, don't you? Philip Stewart, still at Rangers and still keeping their bench warm. Yeah, he's done nothing. Derek Robertson, Forest Green. I think I remember you being there. Do I vaguely remember you being there, Forest Green? How did you end up there? I think I remember saying. You're not going anywhere though, so yeah, you're going to have a season 10 is going to begin with you at Forest Green. How do you like that? Ili Stevkov, a free transfer to Anderlecht, which has turned out pretty shit, but he is transfer listed by request. 11 caps in Macedonia. Matty Price is at Portsmouth. 600 grand move there. He's had a shocking move there, and he dislikes someone, so he's causing problems there. Matty Price, fucking troublemaker. Mark Rutgers, and I've corrected the spelling there, so fuck you, Mark. Mark, you're at Mansfield as well with whoever it was we just saw there, and you've not had a bad old run there, Mark. You've not broken to the Dutch squad whatsoever. Ashley, another player at Derby, so nice to see that. We'll have a check as to who's at what club in groups in a moment. So yeah, Derby. Okay, on to the next one. Justin's at Cardiff City, another one at Cardiff City. Okay, on to page 5. Ashton Clare. Now remember, Ashton Clare was on the scrap heap when we last looked, and during the holiday I happened to spot this, but he got a move to Port Vale and then he got another move to Tranmere. So he's in. Well, look at that. He's going to the Championship. Ashton Clare is going to go to the Championship because they've just been promoted. Although I'll say he's going to the Championship. He didn't exactly play many games. On to Mark Brown. Mark Brown is at Gillingham. Not looking brilliant in terms of game time. Well, he's at game time, but he's transfer listed by request. On to Michael Clarkson. Michael Clarkson, Cameroonian, of course. Still at Nice. John Pickett, Crystal Palace. Bosman moved there. QPR though. His contract ended at QPR. Louis Spinks, remember we said we were adding him in. He was at Hearts, weren't he? And Louis Spinks, a move to Stoke City. He's had a good run of late. Still not broken to that Scotland squad. Jamie Baxter, he's still got the upper hand there on him. Shane Wright. Shane Wright is still in Saudi Arabia. Dude, you're a fucking disgrace, Shane. Get your arse in one of the big leagues, yeah? Paul Ogden, West Bromwich Albion. Bit of a journeyman there, Paul. You've been around the block, haven't you? So there's Paul Ogden. Kevin Gilmartin, mate, you are looking fucking awful. As we're coming in, as we're coming in order of value, we're going to start getting to the real shit players. So if your name hasn't already come, don't expect much. George Wills, shit season, still at Sunderland. Andy Lowe, shit season. Carlisle still for you. Pepe Page, Hibernian. Big move there for him, considering he's done shit. £3.8 million for Pep there. Page 6 then, here we go. Tim Edwards, still looks the bollocks. A free transfer move to Sunderland from Norwich, and it's not really worked out, has it? John Chambers still playing in the lower leagues, not lower leagues, but the lower divisions of Italy. Matt King still has one of the most ruthless finishing attributes around, still doing shit. Wayne Chester, we did say he was one of the shittiest players around, and hasn't improved. Mark Whittaker still looks the bollocks, but he is moving Mark Whittaker to Wimbledon after a bit of a shit season. Brian Lacey, still at Detroit. Matt Meikle, I don't even know who the fuck this Gala team are. Oh, they're a Scottish team, a Scottish lower league team, so they're not even a playable league. So Matt Meikle, I bet you know him, don't you, Matt, being Scottish. Okay, on to Paul Roberts, Southampton. Are you still there with the big boys? Luke Langley, Eastbourne. Well, Luke Langley, right, you no longer, you know, you weren't the bottom value player, but you've gone up in the ranks because there's clearly shitter players. Dan Hanshaw, you are at Southampton, Dan, and it looks like you are leaving for Stevenage. I think that looks like a contract. Yeah, his contract's up. That's why your value is so low, Dan. So Luke, you're only up there through default. Roxy Brown, you are moving as well, assumingly. Yeah, your contract's up. You are moving to Millwall. Roxy Brown. On to the last page now. Baz Chambers, your contract is up. You are moving to Rotherham. Jay Geneva, Millwall. You are leaving Millwall. You are moving to Celta Vigo in Spain. Rob Lloyd, you are leaving Wrexham. You are going to Partick Thistle. And finally, Trevor Choi, you are leaving Bologna. Are you ready for this, Choi? You are leaving for Bologna for Brescia. So that is where we're at then with everyone's individual. Let's take a look now then at caps. I know we've probably seen it. No one has broken into the England squad, as you can see. So that is where we're at. Let's take a look now then at club. So who is working with who? So Adam Bush and Ross Horn are currently at Atalanta together. Ross Horn is leaving. Cardiff City, Mark Bonney, Justin, Liam and Pete Rudd are all at Cardiff. Pete Rudd is fucking off. Derby, Ashley, G. John, Lee, I think we said somebody was going to Derby. Couple at Gillingham there, you see together. LAFC, I think we've got a couple there, yeah. Couple at Mansfield, couple at Millwall, I think one's going, one's arriving. Couple at Southampton together, as you can see. Couple at Sunderland. Couple at Wrexham. Okay, I think we know what we need to go to now, don't you? We need to go to the awards. We need to see, and I think we know which one we need to get first, don't we? Ready for it? Oh, he's done it again. He has done it again. So 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, this award hasn't been done yet. Ah, shit. Can you believe that bollocks? So I've not, oh, right, well, you're just going to have to fucking wait. So the awards for this year haven't gone in yet. I don't even know if it's fucking, oh, these have. So the Ballon d'Or has gone in. I don't even know if it's worth doing this shit, to be honest with you, because I don't think any of our guys are going to get there. I really wanted to see Eben get something there. The African one hasn't gone in yet. I really wanted to see Eben get something, but it wasn't to be. But Peter, well, he did get it last year, didn't he, as well? So he's killing it. Don't think there's anything else worth for us to look at, guys. So what I might do now is I might holiday another few more seasons overnight, maybe tonight, and then do another video tomorrow. See where we're at now as we get towards the back end of our careers. Well, we need to peak, right? We are all 25 years of age. We've not even peaked yet. In all fairness, particularly Thomas Tunnicliffe, who's a goalkeeper. So, you know, you peak really 30 years old. So he's, you know, he can still develop for another 5 more years. We'll see how we go then, guys. Till next time, from me, it's take it easy.